Hi guys, Rant here. This is going to be one of those rant videos that we do every once in a while. I'm not really mad, so it's not going to be like a mad rant video, but it is something that I just kind of find silly, that I kind of want to talk about. That is just, it's not new, but it's just been a thing over time, doing this whole YouTube content creation thing, and also Twitch as well, and we'll get into that. That I've just kind of noticed, and I kind of want to, set the record straight with what this channel is, what it's for, and why I make the content that I do, because like, I feel like somehow that's kind of like gone over here and there. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. I think the reason that I'm making this video is because it's not really a new thing, but over time people have, questioned like, okay, well, you're being a little bit biased towards survivors here. You're being a little bit biased towards killers here. You're being a little bit biased towards here, towards that. And I don't like your takes here and I don't like your takes there. And at the end of the day, what I want to say is that I make videos because I want to. Which is like, it's funny because like, no duh, make the content you want to make, but like I make content that I want, and my experience reflects that in DBD, right? And specifically with the survivor versus killer thing, I played killer 70-30, right? It used to be almost 60-40. It almost used to be pretty even, almost 50-50 at one point too. But Xmorph came out. Xmorph is my my dream chapter. It's my dream killer. So ever since that came out, I've been playing killer way more often because it's my dream chapter and I'm having a lot of fun. So I'm not gonna stop playing the character that was my dream chapter that I've been wanting in the game forever, just to have a more unbiased take in the game. Like I'm going to hop on DBD and I'm going to play and do the things that I want to do. If I want to be like unbiased and be more balanced in my ideas, I'm going to watch streams of people that play the other role or play other characters that I do not. Like even during recording this video, I am watching a survivor main streamer because it's not something that I play as much. So if I want to be more informed about what it's like to be on that side of the game, I have to get that information somehow, even if it's not hands-on. So I do this a lot. I do this a lot, but like I only have so many hours in a day to dedicate to Dead by Daylight. I am not a no-lifer. I have other things to do, and I cannot spend the extra time in the game to balance out the killer versus survivor aspect of like what I do here on the channel. I make the content that I want to make. If I see something that annoys me about playing killer, I'm going to talk about it. If I see something that annoys me about playing survivor, I will talk about it. But obviously, since I play killer a little more, I'm going to be putting out more killer related content. Will I still try to be unbiased and balanced and the best of my ability? Yeah, because I think tribalism is a bad thing in the game. But like, I'm not also going to like completely disrupt what I enjoy and what makes me happy playing the game just to portray that in a way that is the most pure and honest. I'm not like a news report kind of channel. That's not me. that's not what this channel is for or ever has been. There's stuff that we'll cover every once in a while. Like I try to keep up with the dev updates, the chapter releases, the PTBs, the any sort of like huge controversy that happens in the community, I will usually talk about. But other than that, like even then, like some controversies I just skip out on it. Like because if it's not relevant to making us a better community at whole, and it's just kind of people going, ooh, look at the drama, I'm kind of over it, right? Like I just don't care. Like I don't want to get invested in drama. I just want to make videos that I want, which usually boils down to this thing was kind of annoying, or hey, it's kind of weird how this thing works in the game, or hey, I want to help people improve at the game, which is like the tail attack compilations or the match reviews, or just enjoying Xeno in general. So I'll just like make a Xeno video every once in a while. But I just make what I want. This channel is here as, I wouldn't call it like a diary or a journal, but something along those lines of just like, hey, I'm a DBD player with a lot of hours who enjoys the game and has had a YouTube channel for a while. So I'm going to make a video about this thing that's on my mind. And then I record, I send it, and then it's gone, right? That's it, right? Like I just go, this is on my mind. I found this interesting. I'm giving it to you guys. Like that is like the beginning and the end of that. I'm sorry if at any point I have tried to portray myself as like, well, I am the end all be all of DBD knowledge and takes, because I've never tried to knowledgeably. That's not something I've intentionally ever done. I'm sorry if I've come off that way, but like I definitely am not the end all be all of DBD. There are people with like twice my hours in this game, who obviously know way more than I do. And a lot of the things that I talk about are not factual. They're not things that can be like factually proven. There is some of it, like, well, usually that's in the Xeno side of things, right? Like there's things that can be proven, like, hey, the flame turrets have 10 meters of range default. That is a number. We can prove that number. The tail attack is 4.8 meters. That is a number that we can prove. But saying like, okay, well, are the flame turrets OP? Or are the flame turrets fine? That's mostly subjective, right? Like, we can use a lot of evidence to try back up our opinions, but at the end of the day, they're opinions. That's just how we feel about them, right? And I honestly have a weird take with the Xenomorph, despite loving him so much, is that, like, I think the character's mostly fine. Most people want more out of that character's kit. They want face huggers, they want chest bursters, they want the tail attack to work differently, and the fact that, like, the flame turrets need to be less punishing. The movement speed penalty is awful, makes them not fun to play. Like, there's a lot of stuff that people feel that's like the general consensus that I don't agree with. And that's okay. That's fine. Like, I you know, like, I still want people to enjoy this character. I still want people to play this character as much as possible. So I'm just like, well, I don't feel that way. I can see where you're coming from. I'm not the end all be all of DBD knowledge, things and stuff. But like, I feel like somewhere it got lost in the weeds here. That like, oh, well, everything I say is fact, and everything I say you should also listen to. Listen, I'm just a guy rambling on the internet. I enjoy what I do a lot. Don't get me wrong, I love this stuff. I love, like, I love seeing the comments. I love playing the Xenomorph. I love streaming so much. Like, that's another thing that people like, well, how do you enjoy DBD and don't get it on DBD? Because streaming's fun. I love playing DBD with people, which is what I do almost every day at twitch.tv/TheMrHeadache. It's just fun, and I just do it. But like, I'm not trying to be like some sort of like pillar of the community. I'm not trying to be like the end all be all of like knowledge about the game, takes about the game. Like, I'm just one person. And that's the beauty of the Dead by Daylight community, is that like a lot of these channels exist. A lot of channels where it's mostly just guy talking, B-roll in the background. This has been a thing. It's a tale as old as time. Been popularized by a lot of people. Scott John probably being the most prominent. But like, there's plenty of channels like this. Tons of channels like this, and I'm sure if you watch mine, you also watch theirs. I am not the end all be all. There's plenty of other people with plenty of other takes out there. If you don't think that you agree with the things that I say or the feelings I have about the game, there's tons of other people. I'm not telling you like, oh, you don't like what I say, go shove it, go watch other people. But like, if you think that you're like, man, I wish there was more survivor takes on this channel. Like, there's plenty of other commentary channels. There's plenty that could give those takes, could give those feelings that you could go be watching as well to supplement that. Like how I can't play Survivor all the time, so I watch a lot of Survivor gameplay. The same way that like, if you feel like there's too many killer takes on this channel, you can go watch somebody that gives more Survivor takes to supplement that as well, right? That is my little corner. This is my little corner of the internet. This is my little drop box for my thoughts, feelings, and things that I do. Sometimes it's takes about the game. Sometimes it's helping people improve at the game. Sometimes it's, hey, look, isn't the Xenomorph a cool character? It's my little happy place. It's my little Dropbox for all the things that I find neat or not neat that I want to talk about. It's just a nice little place. And if that's not your vibe, it's not your vibe. And it's not meant to be a place of objectivity. It's not meant to be a place of trying to do my absolute best to include and consult and consider every single possible angle all the time. Because that's just not fun. Like, realistically, it's just not fun. Like, I try to be as unbiased as possible. I don't make long form content. I make daily uploads. I literally just make videos to talk to you all the time. I am here every day. I am something you probably put on while you're eating food or doing chores, something like that, or while you're playing games even. Like, that is what I am. I'm not making these long form videos trying to like prove something or disprove something. I'm me, and that's all I can be. Yeah, I guess TLDR for a very, very long, like, roundabout rant is like, this is at the end of the day just a channel that's just a Dropbox for me and the things I find neat or not neat, just whatever I want to talk about having to do with Dead by Daylight related things. And it's not meant for me to tell you how to feel or how to think. If anything, it's just, hey guys, this is how I feel. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Am I on base or am I off base? What keeping the pulse on the Dead by Daylight community? What do you guys think in relation to what I think? It's never me trying to be like, give the most unbiased report of everything. It's never me trying to rally people to only feel a certain way. There's certain things that I do try to do that with like the trickster, like the epilepsy bug that happened. That was yeah, that was definitely me trying to be like, hey, this is bad. Can we not? Because this is pretty bad. This could hurt somebody, and supposedly did. So yeah, that, besides minor cases like that, yeah, I'm not trying to be like, yeah, this is objectively how this is. We need to rally together. And I think I make it pretty clear when I am doing that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's funny. Like, I feel like, hey, this is even a video to be made. Like, I feel like it should be a no-duh. That's just like, it's just somebody vibing on the internet, right? But I guess not. The DBD community, so things will be volatile and weird a lot. But yeah, that's kind of the goal of the channel. I haven't really, mostly when I make videos that are like the future of the channel, the point of the channel, blah blah blah, like nobody cares, nobody watches, so like like I don't make those a lot. But hey, if you want a little reminder, there you go. So yeah, usually I exit with a question of like, you know, something I want to, like, you know, like I said, keep the pulse on the DBD community, something for you to weigh in on. But I don't know, it's just kind of a rant video, so I don't know what you can weigh on this. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking part of your day to spend it with me. I do upload daily, so there'll be another one of these coming tomorrow. But if I do not see you in that video tomorrow, well, you know, the thing I always say, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.